Hello everyone, this is Verdant Gamescapes here, and it's been about a few weeks since I finished the game Doom 2016. I wanted to give myself some time to decompress from the playthrough and editing of the videos and really think about my experience with the game. I always believe that good things take time to come around, like a good pot of stew. Rushing through it will inevitably leave something on the table, but that's enough food and meal comparisons. What was my experience playing Doom 2016 on Nightmare? Overall, I'd say it was pretty good. On Nightmare, the game offered plenty of challenge, lots of fun, and some frustration. So let's dive into that. I played this game last about 2 years ago, and it was a lot of fun on Ultraviolence, which is kind of like uh, I guess somewhere between normal and hard difficulty on a majority of other video games. Nightmare was definitely a big step up, especially after 2 years away from the series. There was a lot of rust that needed to be knocked off, and it wasn't really until the last couple of missions where it felt like I was really starting to get the hang of the game again. I think that's one of the greatest strengths of the game, that is to say, the replay value. If you're a little psychotic like I am, you want to get better at this game. I think about 98% of my deaths were a result of some mistake or mental error during combat. 2% I would chalk up to my own stupidity. If you're the type of player that gets your jimmies rustled from dying over and over and over and over again, then you'll know what I mean when I say each time I died, it hits me at an atavistic level. Some part of me that hates failing takes over, and I proceed to try again and again until I succeed. Now I know what you're thinking. Verdant, is that really fun? That sounds miserable. And I'll be honest, sometimes it is miserable and it isn't fun. And that's when I get up, drink some water, go outside and get some air, pet my dogs, text my wife I love her, and reset my mind. I'd like to say that I've come to know myself pretty well over the last 30 some odd years I've been alive. That drive to be better, that desire to win, never really goes away, but I've come to deal with the losses and failures a lot better. Wow, we got really philosophical, psychoanalytic there, didn't we? Let's go back to the Doom 2016 experience. What else did I find enjoyable besides combat? The exploration was honestly pretty fun. You need something in the game to be a break from the combat. The game can be relatively short, yes, but can you imagine just 8, 9, or 10 hours of slogging through straight fighting with no story time, no world building, or mini games to add a bit of depth to the game? It can be pretty grueling. Games like Bloodborne or Resident Evil aren't always action-packed. There's quiet moments in between each fight. Doom 2016 gives the player some reprieve by allowing exploration to find secrets like the little dolls hidden around the map and the OG Doom maps and secrets that they've kind of laid out throughout the levels. They're fun little puzzles to figure out and a way to calm down in between each chaotic combat encounter. Now let's talk about that soundtrack. It's great. We all know the genius Mick Gordon is. The riffs kick ass and helps ratchet up the intensity of the combat encounters. I'm not really going to nitpick anything here, other than the soundtrack dying / disappearing during some of the end boss fights. I chalk that more up to sound design than anything else. It's a minute detail and not really an immersion-breaking experience, and I'm not here to really complain about it. It just happened, and so I'm noting it. I probably won't do an Ultra Nightmare playthrough. As much as I love the game and I love a good challenge, I don't really want to try to punish myself to that degree. If I wanted to do that, punish myself, I'd probably play Bloodborne again on New Game Plus 7. I don't know. I'd recommend playing it on any difficulty, really. I think Ultra Violence offers a balanced experience that is fun and challenging, but it won't punish you for making too many mistakes. On Nightmare difficulty, the margin for error is that much smaller, so if you're up to the challenge, go for it. Have fun ripping and tearing. Anyway, this is a quick video, and thanks again for joining me. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me ramble on. Hope you all have a good day. Adios.